Hey everybody, what is going on? Long time no see. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I made a video. The reason why I really haven't been on is I'm kind of just going through kind of a digital detox, so to speak, cutting down my screen time way down. Just kind of find my inner center balance, so to speak. So I'm not on my phone nearly as much as I have been. That's why if a lot of you, commented on my videos, I haven't replied back. That's why, because I don't even have notifications turned on. So I might go through and check them and reply to some of you guys. But I just felt I just wanted to drop a video, give a pulse check, let you know what's been new. It's been a while, so I wanted to update you guys. I'm still here. I'm still alive and kicking. Still doing the hair game and all that good jazz. So yeah, I'm still doing everything. Nothing's really changed. Everything's pretty much normal. But yeah, I just want to give you guys an update. So yeah, a few things have changed, in the looks department here. Of course, I grew out my beard again, so the beard has made a comeback. This is actually a new unit. I went back to the Air model, and I'm going to go ahead and explain why, which you can probably guess by the title of this video, why I went back to the Air model. But yeah, and this is this is a new unit, a brand new unit I put on about a week and a half ago. And then I cut it myself, and I used a little bit different method of cutting my own hair this time, and I like the result I achieved. One thing you probably notice right off the bat is I'm going for more of just a subtle look. I've been rocking this same style now for about 3 straight weeks, and you guys know me. I have the habit, a track record of always changing up my hairstyle, but I think I'm settling on this one. I think this is the longest I've worn one straight hairstyle consistently every single day. Typically, sometimes I will put styling product in it, like the Claymate, or went back to my Style Sexy Hair Texture Frenzy. So sometimes I will use that. By the way, guys, the offer still stands as usual. Use promo code PantherTrain, all capital letters. It'll be down in the comments and description below. It'll get you $20 off any unit you buy from Lord Hair, so that still stands. Use that promo code, it'll save you $20. This one is the Air model from Lord Hair that I'm wearing here. It's a super fine Swiss lace model. This is the light medium density, so it is one of their lighter density units that I'm wearing. So this is the Air model, in case you're wondering. And just use that promo code down below in the comments and description. It'll get you $20 off. But yeah, this is what I'm wearing in this video. And I've been wearing the same kind of short hairstyle. Well, I had the poly unit on before this one, and I was wearing kind of the short textured look on that one as well. Then I switched to this super fine Swiss lace one, and I'm wearing the same look. So yeah, this is the longest I want to say I've worn the same exact hairstyle consistently, because I mean, you guys know me, I always used to change it up. Went from long hair to short hair to slick back to not slick back to pompadours and all these crazy hairstyles. But I'm just kind of at a point now. I've been doing this coming up, I can't believe it. It's coming up in 2 months in September. It'll be a year that I started wearing a hair system. It's hard to believe. But I'm kind of at that point now where I just want something more of a subtle look, more of a natural look like this. None of these exotic type designer hairstyles with slick backs, pompadours, long hair, crazy hair. I'm just kind of settling down a little bit in my hair game. It's easier to maintain. It's easier to style. Like, this has no styling product in it at all. I literally just kind of woke up, brushed my hands through it, brushed it a little bit on the sides, and just kind of went with it. So this is how I wear it pretty much every day. Sometimes if I have like big cowlicks sticking up here and there when I wake up, I will kind of wet it and put some like Style Sexy Hair Texture Frenzy, like a texture clay in it, and style it. Gives it kind of a wet look and tames it a little bit better. But yeah, this is it. Now this particular unit, I put it on about a week ago. It's a brand new unit. I did cut my own hair. I bought some thinning shears. A lot of you guys recommended that I also get thinning shears to kind of thin down the hair once I cut it, which I did, so it doesn't look as blunt cutted. So that's what I did, and as you can tell, it definitely helps add a little bit more texture to the hair. It looks a more natural. It tames it down a little bit. So the way I cut my hair is I first do blunt cut it with the scissors, because this one came with like the long hairstyle, so it was like down to there. When I fully stretched it out, when I first put it on, it came down to there. So I take like regular scissor and I'll cut it down to the length that I actually want it. So I'll get the length that I want first, and then I'll go in with like the thinning shears, or they're also known as texturizing shears, and they have like little teeth through them. Here, I'll show you. Actually, it's right here. I'll just go in my bathroom and show you. Yeah, so here they are. So here's the regular scissors that I use. First, I just use these, just regular scissors that kind of cut to the length I want. Just cut, kind of blunt cut is what they call it. And then to finish it off, these are the thinning shears that I use. 18 bucks on Amazon, 18 or 20 bucks with tax and shipping. But as you can see, they just have little teeth where they don't necessarily cut chunks of hair off. They kind of just go through and just texturize it. And that's how, as you can see from the sides and back. By the way, I'm letting my sides and back grow. I haven't cut my sides and back since that haircut video I made for you guys. So as you can see, I'm actually letting my sides and back grow. So it just blends better. So I'm gonna let it get a little bit longer. But I'll give it to you from all angles again. So there it is. So again, yeah, I am definitely letting my sides and back grow out. So just to give you guys an idea. Here it is from the top. But yeah, that's what I use. So I go in, and once I get the desired length, then I go in and finish it off with these. So as you can see, they have teeth in them, so they don't like cut in chunks. It just kind of just thins it out, and like it cuts every strand of hair, like every other strand of hair. So that way, it just gives it more of a kind of clean, thinner, more of a texturized, natural look. It really gets rid of a lot of the bulk, because these hair systems, you know more than anyone, if you've worn a hair system, they can have some bulk to them. So this is really what's going to thin them out and take that bulk away. So it's not like it looks like a bird's nest. It looks like kind of unnaturally resting on your head, like boom, you have this big poof of hair. These are where these come in. So first what I do, again, I cut the hair down, get the desired length with regular scissors, and then I'll go in and clean it up and texturize it with the thinning shears, and I do it all on my own. I don't even go to a salon anymore, and I'm happy with the result. I like it. I think it looks great like this. This looks more natural, just looks more natural. I don't know. It's just I'm kind of got to a point where I wanted a hairstyle that looks good. I'm 36 at this point. I don't need big designer slick back pompadours, big crazy hairstyles. And I'm kind of settling down on this one. I think this is the one I'm going to kind of put my flag down, so to speak, and be like, this is a style I'm sticking with. I'm kind of past the phase of experimenting with all these different styles. It was fun, but I'm just at a point now where I just want to settle down into one hairstyle, be consistent, wake up in the morning, style it easily, and be on with my day and be good to go. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for you guys. So let's talk about a second here, poly. So the reason I switched, so this is a super fine Swiss lace material, so it's definitely a lot more breathable. So one thing I will say, I was wearing poly in the heat. We're in July, I'm in South Carolina, it's really hot here. And now I know what people say, why poly can be a little bit harder to wear during high heat. When I first got my unit installed, it was back in September, so we weren't really in the dog days of summer where it was super hot, like in the July period. So I didn't really realize how hot a poly unit can get. Now, when I say it gets hot, I mean, like I was at the pool with wearing my poly unit. We were outside. It was like 93 degrees out. We were at a pool. It was, I was outside for about 2 hours. And when the sun is beaming down, because poly, it's like, even though it's really super, super thin, it is still kind of a plastic material, like a super soft plastic type of material, and you feel it. Now, it doesn't mess with the bond. The bond was completely fine. It didn't come loose. The bond it didn't start dripping out or under the unit or anything like that. The bond was 100% fine. I had no issues with the bond in the high heat whatsoever. I used Ghost Bond Platinum. But where I did have an issue was you literally feel it get hot. Because what happens is the sun, it makes the plastic, well, I don't want to say it's not plastic. It's poly. It's super, super thin material, but it is still of a plastic material. So what it is you can really start feeling it roast. Like that material, it starts getting hot, and then you feel it on your head, like you're literally your scalp is starting to get hot. And it's like, whoa, like you want to go into air conditioning right away and cool off. It's hard to explain, but think about it like this. Okay, so a superfine Swiss lace material is more of a mesh material. I liken it to the material like you see on screen back porches and screen doors, that mesh material that are on screen porches. That's really, really similar to what a full superfine Swiss lace material is. So just envision in your head, what do you think is going to get more hot under the blazing sun? If you took a piece of poly plastic type of material, and B, a mesh kind of screen door material, and have it out under the sun, which one do you think is going to feel more hot after an hour or so? Well, of course, the poly, because there's no breathability to it. Now, what I will say is I will say superfine Swiss lace isn't perfect because the hairline does start looking a little rough. That's one reason why I like this hairstyle, because it doesn't expose the hairline, so it makes it more easier to wear a style. But the hairline, if you don't clean it after a week or so, it does start looking rough on a superfine Swiss lace. So there is that one thing you have to contend with. So what I would probably do is, if you really like poly, is just to alternate seasonality wise, just like you would anything else. During fall and winter months, go to a poly, unless you're just not going to be outside a lot. And during the summer, I like to go walk around like downtown Greenville, go to different restaurants, go swimming and that sort of thing. Or if you're outside, I like to play basketball and I'm in the heat a lot. Then that's when, if you're not outside a lot, then you don't really need to worry about it. But if you are outside a lot, you live in a hot climate, I would say just switch it up. Go a lace material during the summer months, poly material in the fall and winter is what I would suggest. But yeah, that's why I switched it up to Superfine Swiss Lace. I know I said in my other videos, and there are still some disadvantages of Superfine Swiss Lace. One being the hairline, the other being some glue can go through the holes just a little bit. I haven't experienced it with this. What I did is I did I did a Ghost Bond Platinum around the perimeter instead of a Ghost Bond Platinum everywhere on my scalp, so I can still leave some breathability on the top of my head. And I've noticed a huge difference where it's not nearly as hot when I go outside with a full Swiss Lace. Superfine Swiss Lace versus the poly unit. So it's a lot more comfortable. It's a lot more breathable. So I think during the summer months, if you wear especially an unexposed hairline style like this, the Swiss Lace is just going to be the way to go if you want the most breathable, most comfortable one you can comfortable feeling you can possibly get. But yeah, the poly unit, it does get hot. I know a lot of people were saying, I thought to myself, because, back when I first got the poly unit, it was still warm in September, but it wasn't like in the 90s. But now that I've been in June and July wearing a poly unit out in the blazing sun, and then you start feeling the heat, start feeling the base material heat up on your head and your head starts getting hot, then you're like, oh, okay, I need to switch it up to the Superfine Swiss Lace, and that's what I did. Both are still great units. I'm just saying it's probably best if you're going to be outside a lot in the hot sun to wear Swiss Lace. Then if you really like poly, then switch it up and go back to poly in the fall and winter months. That's probably my suggestion there. But yeah, mostly I just wanted to touch base with you guys, drop you guys another video. That y'all always like to update you guys. Even though I may not make a video for every couple weeks or few weeks, I'm still here, guys. I'm still alive and kicking. The promo code still stands. I haven't left you guys. I'm just making videos less frequently because I'm just cut my screen time. I pretty much cut out any like news, social media, Facebook. I deactivated my account. I just don't get on my phone as much anymore. I just like I'm in a more relaxed state of mind, so I'm just not nearly on my phone as much as I was, but I am still here, and I just wanted to touch base and drop this video for you guys. So until my next video, guys, take care.